All right, here we go.
That's right. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Let's go.
Go. One,
Let's
two,
go.
three, go. We're started off with the situation with the PGA schedule. Why in the world have we ever moved the PGA Championship, which is the fourth major from a standpoint of historical importance? We moved that from August to May. Now, they did it to protect the FedEx Cup, which is that money tour winning scenario, which nobody cares about. And they didn't want the FedEx Cup going up against the NFL football, which I understand to a degree. But the problem is they've buried the PGA. Number one, I'm not ready for another golf tournament 4 weeks after the Masters, especially this year with McIlroy did an incredible job on that Sunday. And then 4 weeks later, I'm supposed to get revved up again? I need more time, need more space between the Masters and the U.S. Open. Number two, why in May with the calendar so busy? Sunday, you had Oklahoma City and Denver. You had Yankees-Mets Sunday. You had hockey Sunday. You had the Preakness this weekend. You had so much sports that the golf almost gets swarmed in. And number three, you put the PGA on a regular PGA golf course like the one down at Wells Fargo. It's not a special place. If you leave the PGA in August, you got nothing going on in August. It's the dog days of baseball. There's no basketball. There's no football. There's no tennis into the end of the month of the U.S. Open. They got the whole calendar to themselves. Instead, they jam it in May so we can take care of the FedEx Cup. There is not a sports fan in America who cares one iota about some stupid FedEx Cup, which is all about winning money. The money winners, it's about that. And it's before the Ryder Cup. That drove me crazy all weekend. How am I supposed to get wrapped up in Scotty Scheffler when I got Thunder and Nuggets in Game 7 at the same time? Scheduling with the golf was a disgrace. Point one.
Very elitist.
I blew poor Jamie away.
Yeah. Stephen A?
It is kind of elitist, but I would say this to you, Doggy. I agree with you. I only have one question.
Which is?
How many times has the PGA Championship been being played in May?
About 10 years. Forever was in August.
And you're complaining now? And you're complaining now?
No, he's been complaining all 10.
I have been complaining a long time about this. It's the first time I've used it in our show.
Okay.
Big Perk,
okay.
You mad about
you've been
it?
on the show for over 2 years. So, go ahead.
3 years.
I'm actually mad. I'm actually mad at Mad Dog. This is my first time being on the Mad Dog segment, and I felt like the energy wasn't there. Not the same.
Energy wasn't there. I thought I was good with that.
The energy was there.
No.
The energy was there.
No. I've seen him at his peak, in his prime.
You're just spoiled because you're just waiting for him to take you out to dinner. You got him on your bucket list to watch a game with him and stuff like that.
We're gonna do that.
You're just salivating over that. I think you're judging him harshly.
All right, number two.
No. I know it's more in Mad Dog.
Okay. All right.
I'll give you a good one here.
He's hyping you up, man.
Number two.
Yeah.
He is.
He's hyping you up.
How about Juan Soto's week? How about Juan Soto's week? First off, he was waxing poetic with Judge and Boone when the Mets played the Yankees this past weekend at Yankee Stadium. Did anybody see these two plays? When Soto making $765 million a year. This is on Saturday night. So, look, he's not even running. The Sunday on first base in a Sunday night game. Look at this. He's not running. My goodness gracious, this is Yankees-Mets on ESPN, which did 3 million views, by the way, 3 million people. You got to run for $765 million. Carlos Mendoza did nothing about it, and then he hits a ball off the wall and left. We all know that wall is 26 feet high. You have no idea if the ball's going to go out of the ballpark, and he ends up with a single, which is absolutely ridiculous. Not to mention the fact that for $765 million, he's hitting 246 with 8 homers, 20 RBIs with a 247 batting average. Meanwhile, Judge, who we left with the Yankees, is playing like Ruth. 403, 16 homers, and 43 RBIs. And there were reports all weekend about how basically Soto's walking around that Met clubhouse, sullen, not engaged, not completely into it, and then he misses everybody from Judge this weekend. Boy, I wish I had hit behind me. Hold on now. You're getting me. He'd play on the moon if the money was right, but obviously the Mets offer him more than the Yankees do. He doesn't run. Manager doesn't say anything for a day and a half. He has done absolutely nothing, and that's a good team he's on, who has plenty of offense, and he just has not really shown you any spirit for a guy that is supposed to be the new face of the franchise. And the team he left, the Yankees, which we all left today, Stephen A. Look at Judge's performance. So I'm down on Soto. That is
Okay, first of all, Stephen A. loves this. But how much does it drive you nuts if your players don't hustle?
Oh, I lose my mind. Yeah, I would be acting like him.
Yeah.
You agree.
I'd
You
be
gotta
acting
run.
like you. You got to hustle. You got to put that
Stephen
effort
A.,
into it.
you upset about Juan Soto?
Doggy, why would I be upset at him? He's not a Yankee.
I'm
He didn't
being
do that in the
facetious.
Yankees uniform. I mean, he departed from the Yankees. This is what happens when you go, from the Yankees to the Mets. I mean, it's just, you realize that there's just a little vibe, a little fervor that has diminished precipitously, and that's what has happened. But in all seriousness about Juan Soto, who, by the way, batted 1 for 10 against the Yankees in that series, okay? Didn't do anything, all right? We understand that. The flip side to it is that as much as I love me some Aaron Judge, I need Aaron Judge to show up like that in the postseason. I know Juan Soto will. I'm not worried about him in the slightest. He has 247. We know he's going to up those numbers. Dougie, you've seen too much from this greatness,
Absolutely.
from this dude's greatness. You know that's not going to last. So you're getting on him now, and I got it. But in all fairness, when it really, really counts, that brother is somebody you can count on showing up. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to say that about Judge and the Yankees.
You got to run, though, Steve. You got to run. You're getting paid
I
all that
agree.
money.
It's
You gotta
early.
run.
It's early.
Big
It's
Kirk,
early.
you
It's
want
early.
in
It's
on
early.
this, or you want to go number 3?
No, that was better though. No, the energy was better.
That was best. All right. Here's
Yeah,
number
it's
3. I mean, these Knick fans, did you see that Stephen A. was right there with them, which tells you all you need to know? How about these Knick fans on Friday night when they beat the Celtics? Hold on now, take it easy. You're only halfway to an NBA championship. This is New York City. Frazier, Reed, Monroe, DeBusschere, Bradley, Dick Barnett, Joey Lucas. And they're sitting there on 7th. Look at Stephen A. Oh, my God, I got to throw up. I mean, 7th Avenue. You couldn't get on the street on Friday night when they beat Boston. Look at you. You sit down for crying out loud. But look at the Knicks fan. Look at this. Oh, my God, this is crazy. You're in the conference final. You did not win an NBA championship. You didn't even get to an NBA title round. You beat JB's team, and I was going to knock the Pistons. I shut up there. And you beat the Celtics, who were lame with Tatum and Porzingis. And the Knicks fan, all 8,000 of you, 23-year-olds who never heard of those great Knicks teams in 69, 70, that's an insult to those fans. Willis Reed, you think he wants to see that? The idea is to win a championship, not get to a conference final. I was absolutely shocked. And Charlemagne, Bob Dylan was in the mix with this, and I love him, and I'm mad at him too. Getting out of the court, you see that? Shaking everybody's hand.
Funny.
That drove me nuts. So this is a lot to dislike, and for that reason, amongst many others, I am going to root like hell for Indiana in this next series. The Knicks fans got to wake up and realize winning a couple of series, nobody cares. Win 8 more games. You're only halfway there. That's number 3.
Yeah, I'll say the Knicks fans, they weren't too nice to me when I was in the garden. Stephen A., you were there for one of those games, and you heard some of the things that the Knicks fans were saying to me and to our team. So for the third time on this show, I'm agreeing with Mad Dog.
There we go.
Listen, here's what I would say to you. I get where Mad Dog is coming from, but you know what? We don't give a damn what he thinks. We don't care. Because here's the deal. The fact is, when you haven't won since 1973, the closer you get to the throne, the more excited you get. We can't rely on this. Detroit's not going away. You see that man in studio with you. The Detroit Pistons are coming. You understand? Make no mistake about it. We can't summarily dismiss some of the other teams, the Clevelands and Bostons of the world. We know the West is wild. So these moments are precious to New York, okay? Every step of the way, you're enjoying it and you're holding on to it because, damn it, in the interest of full disclosure, we don't know when the hell we're going to have this moment again. So we got to hold on to it and ride that wave till the wheels come off. That's the bottom line. We ain't apologizing for it. It is what it is, and that's what we going to do. We going to hold on to it. It's what it is.
Big Kirk?
Mad Dog, I agree with Stephen A. I was just trying to convince him to fire the private jet so we could get down there.
He was trying to get me doggy. He wanted me to get the private jet to fly back to New York for Friday's game too.
Wow.
Yeah, because
What's the point of
wanna
making
be
all this money? You got to make the most of the moment. Let's go.
I don't make it yet. 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 I don't make it yet.
No, but
Taxes,
Molly.
taxes.
Judy
But-
does.
But Molly.
I don't know
Molly,
when it kicks in.
But Molly, I didn't
I'm
want.
listening.
Molly, hear me out. I didn't want him to spend his money. I needed him to call the bosses. You know what I'm saying? Get the Disney jet for us down there. You know what I mean?
Well, I ain't got that kind of clout. I ain't got that kind of clout. I ain't got that kind of
You
clout.
don't?
I don't have that kind of clout. I don't.